Hi guys, welcome back. Today is Cinco de Mayo, so guess what we're gonna be talking about?
Mexico.
Mexico. No, just kidding. But no, yeah, today we're gonna be talking about Mexico. So, do you want to start us off, Lucia?
Well, first, this is Giggles&Chisme, and we have new mics this episode. So,
and headsets.
yeah, we're more professional for the second episode.
We're more prepared because I realized when we did the first episode, like the sound was too quiet. So I feel like this will be okay. We're not gonna
Somebody
point
told me to edit the sound
let's not
to be lower.
let's not point fingers here. Okay, this is a teamwork. So whatever I say, it's a we problem. So just kidding.
It's our problem. But no, first, there's so much news going on in the media about Mexico hating
is.
America.
So that's not true. Americans hate Mexico. No, I'm just kidding. We're not gonna point fingers, okay? But there's this video. We're actually gonna post it. So
You reinstate remain in Mexico. I told the president that at the White House again. Said he couldn't do it. I said that's not true. Well, I don't. Mexico doesn't want that, Mr. President. We're the United States. Mexico will do what we say.
No, no. El señor legislador, sí, es un irrespetuoso. Nosotros somos un país independiente, libre, soberano. No somos colonia, no somos protectorado de ningún país extranjero. Tenemos una muy buena relación con el gobierno de Estados Unidos, pero no de subordinación. El presidente Biden es respetuoso de nuestra soberanía, como lo fue el presidente Trump, porque cada vez que hablo con el presidente Biden, lo primero que me dice es que nuestra relación se tiene que dar en un pie de igualdad.
but a video of what was he? He was like a Republican governor. I don't know. Anyways,
Oh, okay, yeah.
what was his name?
I forgot his name, but he does have a position in this government.
Yeah, him. Well, there's a clip of him saying, like, "Oh, Mexico's gonna do what we tell Mexico to do." Like,
Oh yeah.
So that was circulating, and then it kind of cuts to the Mexican president saying, like, "No, we're an independent country. We have been for years now. We're not gonna do what America says." And so I just thought it was super interesting. And kind of getting into that, it kind of brought me to all the videos I've been seeing on TikTok. There's a lot of misconception right now about how Mexico is going to start requiring visas for Americans. I don't know if any of you have seen that. Do you know?
Well, yeah, I saw that because your mom actually said that to you when I was at your house.
And I was seeing it on TikTok everywhere. Like, Mexico's going to start requiring visas. And,
Yeah.
like, you know, from America. However, that's not true.
For Americans.
Not for Americans. They're going to start requiring visas for, like, other countries, like South Americans.
Bro, literally, because all of that was happening, right?
Right.
And my cousin from Peru,
Yeah.
he's going on his mission to Ecuador, but first he has to go to Mexico City to, like, do his training and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to leave April 20th, I remember. But because they changed the law so fast, he had to leave 5 days early.
Okay, and why is this? I'm sure everybody's wondering why.
I don't know why.
I'm wondering why. I'm sure everyone's wondering why this changed. So this changed. So that video that you saw on TikTok, that you're the one that sent it to me, where they said that they were going to enforce the Remain in Mexico policy. Essentially, what that is the people who are applying for visas and stuff to come here to the U.S. that are from, like, South American and Central American countries, they, like, if they're looking for, like, a refugee, I guess if they're technically a refugee or whatever, what the Remain in Mexico policy is having them stay in Mexico until their paperwork goes through in the U.S. Then they can go in the U.S. And so that's what the senator, or I don't even know what he was. Anyways.
But why would he say that? Like, why would he say as if Mexico needs the U.S.? Why would he say that?
So I have no idea. I think it's just that they're entitled at this point, and so they think because it was happening before, you know, like Mexico was okay with having other like refugees from other countries stay there while their visas went through. He kind of ruined that by saying, "Oh, Mexico will do what we say," because
that's like,
and that's why the president of Mexico kind of put that into place. He was like, "No, you guys are not going to remain in Mexico while you wait for your paperwork from America." You know, he kind of, because you can't really tell somebody like, "Oh, you're going to do what we say," if you're asking them for a favor. So that's why he allowed it for so long. I'm not saying it's wrong or right, you know. I feel like to each their own about this. I do feel like Mexico was helping a lot by letting people from other countries stay there while their like citizenship and visa went through in the US. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he kind of messed everything up by saying that. And so that's why Mexico is starting to require visas from these people. Because they're like, we're not going to do what you say. We're going to do what we want. You defied us. And so now we're not going to help you. We're not going to allow these people to stay there. It's not really anything against those, like, South American countries, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously, that's not the issue. The issue is America itself, like, coming out and saying that publicly.
Well, because I also thought the problem was, so there's this girl. It's funny, 'cause she's actually from Utah. She's famous on TikTok. She got deported back to Mexico because she was like involved in some stuff. She was just sharing her story because she has like 5 kids.
Yeah.
She's a young mom. But apparently she got kicked out of her neighborhood for like kind of gentrifying it, because she was like adding extensions to her houses, making it look nicer. And now like people are saying like, oh, Americans are gentrifying Mexico all around.
So yeah, that's also a huge thing. Like gentrification has become a huge thing in Mexico as of recently. For example, Mexico City is kind of where it all started, and it's kind of spread from there. As of recently, there was actually a protest in Sinaloa because Americans visiting like the tourist city, Mazatlan, they didn't want the bandas playing on the beach.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, so a bunch of the people kind of, you know, petitioned for it to change, like, oh, like, you know, a bunch of Americans complained essentially to these hotels, like, what the heck, you know.
But here's the thing, why would you complain about something that's part of, you're in someone else's country, their culture.
It's their culture. Exactly.
Like, appreciate it. Just appreciate it. It's not that serious.
I know, and I get that. And it's like, and if you want to go to a beach and not be disturbed by the culture that's already there, stay in America. Don't go ahead. Don't
Stay in California.
Go to California. Go to Florida. Like, we have a lot of nice beaches here, you know? And I get it. Puerto Vallarta is a very nice beach. So is the beach at Mazatlan. Puerto Vallarta is already kind of gentrified. Bandas don't play on the beaches over there, but in Sinaloa they do. A lot of people actually go to Sinaloa for that reason. Like, a lot of Mexicans go to Sinaloa, like Mazatlan specifically, for that reason, because the bandas are playing on the beach.
Yeah.
But there was actually this other video which we'll also put on. We'll also cut to it, but basically it's like this outdoor acoustic concert, and there's a bunch of Americans at this hotel that are watching it, like on like this like patio type thing, and in the background all of a sudden you just hear a banda playing loud, you know, like they're listening to it, and it disturbed them, you know, like they were like, oh shoot. So a bunch of people stopped recording and everything, and after that, that's kind of what sparked everything. So a bunch of bandas started protesting out in the streets, like, you know, like, let us play at the beach, like, because a lot of people are making money off of this. Like, a lot of people make their living off of playing on the beach, if you think about it, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's not fair that this is ripped away because other people, I get you want to go out and, you know, experience a calm vacation, but it's not really fair because
you're there for 5 days and they're there for the rest of their lives.
Exactly.
Like, you can put up 5 days of listening to music.
Exactly. And if you don't want that around you, don't go.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, you have to respect other people's cultures. I'm not going to go to a place that I wouldn't feel comfortable with their culture. Like, what's something that you guys do in Peru that's, like, very, like...
That's very what?
Like, connected to the culture that some people probably wouldn't like.
I don't know. People love Peru. They love the food. They love the dancing. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I can't think of anything right now because, like, growing up here in the United States, I didn't know a lot of Peruvians. Like, my parents had their friends, but, like, for real, I thought they were my cousins because they're Peruvian because, like, I grew up with them.
Yeah.
I didn't know a lot of Peruvians, and literally all my friends were either Mexican or white. Like, that's it. And so I don't really know, and also don't see a lot of things on the media because on TikTok it's usually just like culture about Mexico. I don't see much about Peru. It's really rare. Sometimes it pops up. But I do see just more positive things because, like, Peru has, like, Machu Picchu, like, people want to go there, they want to see there, and, like, the food, because, like, Peru food is, like, very diverse. So, like, people like that, I guess, like, I don't know, gooey, eating guinea pig. People might think that's weird.
Yeah, it's like, what if you went to Peru and people were like, oh my god, these people next to us are eating guinea pigs. That is disgusting.
Yeah, but
like,
that's an animal.
I know, but imagine that, and then they started this whole thing about it.
Yeah.
You'd be like, why would you go then? Like, don't.
But it's just like, don't order the guinea pig then.
Oh, you know what? I think I actually saw some people kind of complaining about the samba in Brazil. It's like, it's their culture. You're not gonna go
like
there.
the big parade where, like, they
you
dance.
Can't go there and complain about it.
Yeah.
That's their culture. Same thing. It's like, you can't go to Mexico to this beach that's very, you know, it's still very not gentrified yet.
Yeah.
Completely. And then complain about the music. Go to a different beach. Go to Puerto Vallarta. Puerto Vallarta, you don't have bandas playing out there.
Yeah. Or go to Florida. Or go to Malibu.
Go to California.
Okay, there's beaches there. Go to Oregon. I want to go to Oregon. Their beaches look really pretty.
I just want to go to Oregon because everybody says it's really pretty.
Yeah. But I don't know. People should be hating for no reason.
Exactly. And, like, everybody is so quick to say, oh, I love Mexican culture. I love Mexican food, until it's actually Mexican.
They like the white, they like the white version of it.
That's what I'm saying.
Because the Mexican restaurants here in Utah, again, I didn't have my first real taco till I was 14.
Insane.
And, like, the Mexican restaurants here, it's, like, different. I didn't have enchiladas till I was, like, 16 or 17.
Yeah.
Like, real
and
ones.
Even then, the enchiladas here are not that good.
They don't look good.
I don't go to... Dude, I do not get enchiladas at Mexican restaurants here.
They don't look good. No offense.
I've gotten it once, and they're soggy. And then, I've had a bunch of people that are like, oh yeah, I make enchiladas like this, and it's like, that's not an enchilada, that's literally a casserole. Why are you putting your enchiladas in the oven?
It's just sauce and cheese.
Like, why are you putting your enchiladas in the oven?
Oh, I see that in the movies.
Exactly.
For most of my life, I thought that was how it's made because I would see that in the movies.
That's not how it's made, and that's what I'm saying is, like, people love to say they love Mexican culture until it's actually Mexican.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Until it's like the loud music. Then it's an issue. Until it's the food is different. Then it's an issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Oh, that's disgusting. That's real Mexican food. I don't...
Oh, dude, when you were going to school, would people, like, make fun of your food?
My mom didn't pack me lunch.
Oh.
She would every now and then, and a lot of people would ask me, oh, like, what's that? But I get the weird looks now that I'm older when my mom does.
Oh, really?
I get like, what is that? And I'm like, it's chicken feet.
It has collagen.
It's
Stay young, look young.
I'm like, this is why you're not aging well. Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. But I have gotten it where it's like, oh, what's that? And like people really don't know what it is, and I'm like, that's real Mexican food. That's like real stuff. And so again, everybody wants to hate on it.
You just need to try, because when I tried homemade tortillas, I hate buying from the store or like from restaurants.
I've never ever liked store-bought tortillas. So
Yeah.
I had my mom teach me, So I learned how to make them when I was like 13, 14.
Yeah.
So but yeah, they're nasty.
I don't like them. I'm just like,
break. They literally, you fold them, they break.
but I taste the difference. So I'm like, guys, just try the food, try it like authentically.
Yeah, you have to try authentic stuff. And like with our friend Sydney,
Oh yeah.
we always go out and she's like, what's a good like Mexican place? And she'll be like, oh yeah, I went out with some of my friends and they said that this Mexican place was really good. And I was like, I've been there and their food is garbage. Like, it's nasty.
Well, people also have their different palates.
And I get that.
And people think like, oh, like it's just because I can't handle the spice, so I have to make it my own version. But I'm just like, just don't add the spiciness.
A lot
like,
of Mexican food isn't even that spicy.
Well, it depends to some people who didn't grow up eating spicy, like my sister.
Yeah.
Like my family grew up eating spice.
Mm-hmm.
I love spicy food, but she just, even a little bit, even it's not even spicy to me. Like it's not spicy here. Yeah. She's like, it's spicy. You're lying to me. It's spicy, and I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm not gonna give her anything ever again. So it's just like what you're used to, but like just don't add the sauce, because they add it differently. That's what got me mad, because I saw like the taco stands in Mexico, they were just getting rid of their sauces. Yeah, because
that was in Mexico City where they started changing their sauces and making them less spicy.
Yeah, and I'm like, I love spice.
And
give me spicy.
And aside from that, a lot of people in Mexico City are having a hard time finding a job, because now a lot of places, because of all the remote workers, a lot of places will only hire people that can speak English and Spanish, that are bilingual.
That's like mainly in the big cities, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a question though. In like big cities for like higher income in Mexico, do people like normally speak two languages, or is it just Spanish? What do you think? Or you don't know?
So all of the people that, when I've gone to like Puerto Vallarta and stuff, everybody there is like Spanish speaking.
Mm-hmm.
The only like Americans you see there are literally the tourists. So by these tourists coming here, or not coming here, but over there.
Yeah.
Like it changes the type of people that can get a job, because these companies are now wanting bilingual speakers. They're wanting somebody that can speak English and Spanish over somebody that can just speak Spanish, meaning it's harder for the locals to find a job there.
Yeah. Well, I just asked because, like, you know how in Europe everybody speaks at least two languages, or like 3, 4, and mainly it's like English, because there's so many tourists that go there.
Exactly. So
I just asked like if people are learning more English, because I do have on my side of the family in Peru, like some my cousins in school, they have to pick a language to learn, and most pick English, but some pick like French or sometimes. But it's not like here where you learn Spanish or learn French. Like, no offense, I love my French teacher, but I did not learn any French. I love you so much. You're so fun, but I did not learn anything about French. But, like, over there, they're more strict about the language, like learning a language that...
Like, is it a requirement? Is that what you're asking?
They require you to, like, learn a new language in schools.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they just...
Because they don't require it here.
Being bilingual, it's like, you know, in European, they're like, oh, you should be bilingual. Like, learn a third language or
like
something.
It's valued. Right? Yeah, no.
And so I don't know, that's what they're trying to do in Mexico now, like be bilingual.
So in Mexico, they actually do have English classes for people to learn English. However, most of my family, they don't know a lick of English. So I don't think it's working.
They just know swear words.
No, they don't know swear words, but they know like the terms like, oh my god, or like,
oh yeah,
what the
swear words.
Yeah, you know, like,
no, yeah,
like little things like that, like expressions almost, right? But as far as like actually knowing English,
yeah,
I'm sure they require it. I'm actually positive that they do, but it's not like I guess it's not maybe enforced as much.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people in Mexico, if you're from like a more rural area,
Mm-hmm.
you only get to a certain grade level.
No, yeah. It just depends, like, if you're in the city
It's
versus...
what's available to you.
Because, again, like, the education system is different in each country.
Yeah.
Like, in Peru, public schools, nothing compared to public schools in America. Like, it's better to go to a private school, which is, like, just more money. But, yeah.
Do you have any questions for me?
So it is. We are recording on Cinco de Mayo because we were waiting for these microphones to come in. So the video or the episode is going to be uploaded at midnight. So since it is Cinco de Mayo, what do you think of this holiday?
So, I think that we actually don't make it as big of a deal as Americans make it, you know? We don't really celebrate it at all, actually, you know? Like, it's just another day. Like, at least not here with our family. I don't know what they do in Mexico, because it's not really talked about. A lot of people would talk about parties, you know? Like, the 12th of December is, like, this big holiday over in Mexico, because it's, you know, having to do with like the religion over there and everything. So it's like a huge like thing, and so everybody knows about it. Like, if you're Mexican, you know about it. You go to Mexico for all the parties in like December and January. But Cinco de Mayo is not really a big thing. Like, the people who celebrate it are Americans. Like, I got called into work because of how busy it gets. I work at a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
So I got called into work because they're like, oh, like, you know, it's Cinco de Mayo, you could use the extra help. And so I'm like, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to me, it doesn't really mean much except more money, more tips. But I do find it kind of, well, I'm not going to say off-putting. I guess I'm not really offended by people kind of using our culture, if that makes sense. I just think it's funny because people will show up in, like, sombreros and, like, mustaches, and I'm just like...
Is that offensive to you, or you're just like, as long as you're being happy, showing kindness, you don't care?
Yeah, as long as you're not a freaking racist.
Yeah.
I don't care. And I realized that the Mexican culture is kind of like that. We're very accepting. I don't see a lot of Mexicans getting super offended by this. The people that I see getting offended are like the younger generation of
Latinx.
Yeah, exactly. The Latinx, blah, blah, blah. That's the generation that I see the most offended with everything. And at the end of the day, it's like, if they're not fully disrespecting your culture, like, why?
Bruh, I'm the same way, because I'm just like, as long as you're being kind,
Exactly.
you're like being happy, showing love about, like, fine. Okay, I'm not Mexican, so I can't speak for Mexicans, but if you're wearing the sombrero or like a poncho, like, to me it's like, why would you get offended? In a way, unless they're making fun of it.
Exactly.
And
if
I don't
making fun of it,
yeah,
then that's like, you know better than that.
Yeah.
Like, stop.
Because I get it, you're trying to celebrate this holiday. Again, I don't know this holiday. I would just hear about it in school, because today is actually my anniversary, and my mom will bully me. She's like, he asked you on Cinco de Mayo, like, do you know what that is? He's not gonna see you, like, it's their holiday.
Yeah.
I was like, Mom, they don't celebrate it, like.
Yeah, that's because it's an American thing. We don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo. It's literally an American thing.
Yeah.
It's people's excuse to
But
take tequila
why?
shots.
But why does America celebrate it? That's why I don't get it, because they say it's about Mexican independence, but I'm like, is it Mexican independence in what, September?
Yeah. So Cinco de Mayo is a yearly celebration to celebrate Mexico's victory over the Second French Empire at the Battle of Puebla. So it's literally a celebration of winning a battle. It's not Mexican Independence Day.
So not a war, just winning a battle.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess you gotta celebrate the small wins in life.
Yeah, and I get that, but it's like, it's not a big deal in Mexico. So it's a little weird. That
It is weird.
It's odd for sure, you know, because you don't go to Mexico and see people celebrating 4th of July. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's fine, you know, if people want to celebrate that, then by all means go ahead, you know.
Yeah.
But definitely you just have to respect the culture, you have to respect the people, and that's kind of what this whole thing is about. It's like respect your neighbor, love thy neighbor, because Mexico is our neighbor, you know. So, and it's kind of sad to see these countries almost being pitted against each other, and it's like, it's not America versus South America versus, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it shouldn't be that way. It should be equal all around, you know. We can't go disrespecting other countries, you know. And it's wrong to see
Nando.
I was like, was it just me? But I feel like it's wrong to see, like, so much hate being spread, you know, and even having somebody that's, like, in politics publicly say, like, Mexico's gonna do what we say. Like, no, they're not. You're not in charge of them. You're not their government. You're not above the president. They're their own country. You should respect them, you know? Just like Mexico's not trying to have control over the U.S. in any type of way. Even though
they want to be the most powerful one.
Who, the U.S.?
Yes. Why didn't they build the atomic bomb for?
Exactly. And I mean, to each their own, because every country is, like, trying to be on top of the other. They're trying to be the best.
Yeah,
you know
but they're supposed to, like, well, I get why we can't all work together, but in the United States alone, we're already so divided, like, just the United States, when we should be united.
Exactly.
That's why it's called the United States.
I know, and what people don't understand is the United States is a melting pot. Everybody here got here because they immigrated.
Well, not everybody.
Except
Native Americans.
Those
yeah.
are literally the only people. But
yeah.
everybody else got here because they immigrated. Like, you can't sit here and try to ban the thing that this country was built on, which is immigration.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we are the country that we are because of the people that immigrated here.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to say, oh, it's wrong, it's illegal. You're trying to make it illegal.
Yeah.
This whole country is built on that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, nobody is actually from here except actual Native Americans.
Yeah, and they're just like, well, they want their land back. And I've been reading their history, and it makes me, like, so sad for their culture, because, like, dang, like, they just keep getting pushed off. Like, presidents make new laws to just screw them over, and they try to, like, make other laws so that the Native Americans can forgive the U.S. But I'm just like, they just overturn it, and it's just so sad. And, like, and I get why they wouldn't want other people dressing like Native Americans.
Yeah, I wouldn't
that
either.
I get why, because I'm like, that's really Native. Like,
a lot of people died when, you know, Europeans started coming here. Like, there was a lot of bloodshed.
Yeah.
Like,
people don't talk about that.
And nobody wants to admit it because everybody wants to sit here and be like, oh, like, America's this big old great country. Like, let's talk
I'm
about...
like, you got great because you killed people.
And let's talk about all the, like, killing and all the, like, blood this country's built on, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's be real. That's what it's built on.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm not saying, like, America's a bad country. You know, there's definitely bad people in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like it's so separated right now. There's just so much hate towards everybody. It's like, oh, if you're not of a certain race, I don't like you. Like, I feel like racism has become such a big thing as of recently. You know what I mean?
Well, what I don't get, like, people need to understand the United States is a country where there is a lot of immigrants. And we all need to learn to respect and have boundaries with each other and just love one another, like, where you come from, because it's different. And just embrace each culture. Embrace, people say there's no white culture, but, you know, the typical American with, you know, their barbecues, their cowboy hats, like in Texas, like, embrace that culture.
Well, even then, that's not.
Yeah, that's like, I hear that's Mexican, but they think that's their culture.
It's not.
And
because America's a melting pot. Again,
yeah, like, it's like, it's just everything. Like, every culture, like Peru has every culture integrated. There's Asian, there's from German, there's from France, literally everything. Like, Africa, there's literally everything. And so that's what the United States is. It's people grabbing different parts from the culture and just making it their own, because that's why you see the people from Texas.
Exactly. Everything in America, the culture in America is inspired by other people.
Yeah.
And that could be the case in a lot of different countries too, because the way that this place is represented, it's represented as a melting pot, not a salad bowl, you know, where you kind of mix different things together, but they stay being their own thing. Everything here melts together. Everything kind of just becomes one thing. And a lot of people are trying so hard to separate it, and it's like, oh, that's like not our culture, that's our culture. But it's like at the end of the day, it's still going to be melted in, you know?
Yeah.
Like, part of it is still going to be there.
And just get out of your comfort zone. Like, get out of your head, get out of your comfort zone, and just learn. Just learn. Because what I love learning about is other cultures. Like, I love learning about the Native American culture. I think it's so cool about, like, how spiritual they are and everything. I like learning about the Mexican culture because, like, my boyfriend and everything is so different from me.
Yeah.
And just different cultures. I just like learning about. Everybody should just have that mindset.
Yeah.
You're going to be surrounded by different cultures. Be open-minded. Don't be closed-minded and be rude about it.
Exactly.
Period.
I love Peruvians.
She said she hates Peruvians sometimes.
I say it jokingly. But no, I do. I like Peruvians. I like you guys have amazing food. You know, your culture is
We know.
different. Your guys' culture is different. And I joke about like them eating guinea pigs. Like, ew, you guys are weird. But
Brother, ew.
But I would eat a guinea pig. I would try it everything once.
I tried it because I didn't grow up eating guinea pig here. My mom never made it. Where are we going to go? PetSmart and buy a guinea pig? We're going to get a guinea pig from there? No. And like guinea pig is really like, I think indigenous. Like, so you have to go to a certain place to get it. And when I went to Peru, I tried it. No comment on the flavor.
She said it wasn't for me.
My brother liked it, but I don't know about me.
Like, and I always joke about it. You know, I'll be like, eat, brother, ooh.
You guys eat guinea pig?
I'm like, you're nasty.
Everybody always asks me that when they find out I'm Peruvian. They're like, so you eat guinea pig? I'm like, what
did they call it the other day when we were at your graduation party?
Uh-huh.
Do you remember what he said?
Oh, he said, it says gerbil.
Gerbil.
I was like, this is cow heart, because my mom made anticuchos, and I was like, this is cow heart. Don't get it twisted.
I didn't have the guts to try it.
Wow. My dad got butt hurt, by the way, because you kept rejecting him, and he's like, your friends are rude. They kept rejecting me.
I had anxiety.
That's true. I'm gonna tell your mom, because you don't say no to food when you're at someone's house.
I had anxiety because I was alone and Christian was talking to his friend and I was waiting for Alexis. That's
Yeah.
why. And so when she showed up, I didn't know where it was.
Okay, you act as if you don't come to my house. Rarely.
There was a lot of people I didn't know there. Okay. I was out of my zone. Even this is out of my zone. But yeah, I didn't have the guts to try it then. I was gonna try it, but I didn't know where it was and I was too scared to ask.
You act as if you don't know my mom. My mom was in charge of it.
Again, there was too many people. I was out of my element.
But for the club, when there's a lot of people, she goes all crazy.
Are you? No.
Yeah, I see her. She's like.
As of recently, I'm out of my element.
The moon's in retrograde. Is your sign in retrograde?
I don't know. I'm an Aries.
You're on fire.
She said, "This girl is
on fire."
No, but anyways, back to what we were saying. Definitely try everything once.
Yeah, definitely.
Our cultures are very similar. Me and Ligia actually, we both have ceviche. Obviously,
ours is better. Just like
okay, obviously our ceviche was. I guess our ceviche, Mexican ceviche, was inspired by Peruvian.
Ours is the original. And if anybody says anything different, you are mistaken. Because I have this fight with everybody in your family because they're like, no, Mexico ceviche is the original one, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's from Peru. And shout out to my segra because she tells me, yeah, Peru's the one. Peru's the original one. She's the only one that has my back. Everybody else is like, no. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Your back? I know that it's from Peru.
Let me find out. She switches up.
I actually love Peruvian ceviche.
It's good. It's different though because ours is fish. Okay,
Ours is more like
in Mexico, you have different ceviches because I tried one from, I forgot where. It was a different state.
Yeah.
It was like sopa. I'm not kidding.
Oh,
I was
know
like-
what you're talking about. So I think the like northern states of Mexico
Uh-huh.
are the ones that do their ceviche like that, and it's kind of like a cocktail de camarón.
Yeah.
We call it cocktail de camarón, but they call it ceviche. But I have tried it. I'm not a fan of it.
I tried it. They use
I don't like
clamato,
it.
right?
Yeah.
I hate clamato. I'm sorry. I hate clamato. I'm like,
I
I'm
don't
drinking
like it.
tomatoes.
Dude, I literally feel like I'm drinking ketchup.
Bruh, literally, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I tried it. You see, guys, we tried it. But I was like,
I'll drink it in like a michelada.
michelada, no. I'm like, get that away from me.
But even then, it's like if that's my cure for la cruda.
Oh, I see that. Like people,
It
like,
helps. It really does.
just drink water.
Because it's refreshing.
Stay hydrated. Drink water.
Well, the only way to not get a hangover is to stay drunk. No,
Just don't drink, guys. Just kidding.
No, but a lot of people do like that as like a
Yeah.
remedy for la cruda. Because it's like refreshing. You know, it's got like whatever vitamins to me.
Oh yeah. And water and alcohol.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways. But yeah, moral of the story, no, I'm just kidding. I actually did want to compare our other food that we have. You know, we have menudo, and it's made from like
Cow stomach.
cow stomach, and you guys,
We have patasca.
and that's also made from cow stomach.
It has cow stomach and it has like chancho pig,
Yeah.
like pig feet.
Our pozole has pig feet.
It has. I love patasca. Like patasca is my favorite.
It's actually really good. She shared it with me. She shared it one time. when we
Yeah,
were-
it's so
having
because
lunch
you just
together.
add all the herbs. You add like spicy sauce called rocoto. Even though it's not that spicy in my opinion, and lime. It's so good. Menudo, I had it once.
Menudo's very seasoned. It's definitely more like spices, whereas patasca's like herbs.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the difference between
Mhm.
them. They're both really good, but definitely very different.
I
tastes.
still need to try a good menudo. It's been a while since I tried it, and I can't remember if I liked it or not.
Oh, did you have it? Have you had the one that Christian's dad made?
That's the one I had,
Did you
but it
not
was
like it?
years ago.
Oh,
I don't know. It was like wow. It was like okay. It wasn't wow. Like pozole.
I love.
I love green chicken pozole.
See, and you know what's so funny? You know what I'm starting to realize is that if you're Mexican, you're either a menudo or you're a pozole person. My mom, she does not like pozole.
So she's not Mexican.
She likes menudo though.
Oh.
She loves menudo, but she doesn't like pozole.
Mm.
And that's what I've kind of come to realize. It's like you're one or the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like both, so I could do both any day of the week.
Mhm.
But I think I'm definitely more pozole.
Are you a picky eater?
No, you're picky.
Shut it.
You
We went out to eat for ice cream, and I was in the bathroom. And I came back. It was the four of us,
Yeah.
and you guys were like, "Oh, we decided we're gonna get this sundae. Do you want to share with us?" And I was looking at it. I was like, "Let me see what it has," and I was like, "Guys, I'm sorry. I'll get my own because." I don't eat whipped cream. I don't eat cherries. I don't eat peanuts. I don't eat almonds. I hate vanilla ice cream in the United States. I hate strawberry ice cream. Literally the only thing I might like is a chocolate and bananas. Maybe. And that's pushing it.
She was so she's so picky. You are so picky.
In my defense, I grew up not eating whipped cream. My mom did not let me eat whipped cream. And cherries is too artificial. Those cherries, I'm like, ugh.
The maraschino cherries.
They're so nasty to me. I'm like,
I
ugh.
used to not like them, but I actually really like them now.
I don't like them.
They're
And
so
vanilla ice cream here, disgusting.
Disgusting.
Go to Peru. The vanilla ice cream in Peru is so good. I love it there. It's natural. My grandpa actually makes vanilla extract flavoring in his factory. I think that's why. But vanilla ice cream here, nasty. Strawberry ice cream here, nasty.
Every time we try to make plans, we're always like, where should we go? And we always ask her to pick or name some places. And she's like, I don't care. I'm not really, like, I don't really care where
I
we
don't
go.
care. Just don't go to Texas Roadhouse. Don't go to Olive Garden. No Italian.
You don't like anything. Like, we try to make plans, and you're always like, I don't know how I feel about it.
Bruh, because Texas Roadhouse, no hate, but like, I'm not a meat person. Like, I'll eat meat here and there, but I'm like, I'm not a meat
That's
person.
a lie. She doesn't like the Texas Roadhouse culture.
No, for your birthday, you ride on a bull, no?
They just put you on like the saddle.
Oh, well, that looks fun. That's a culture. I want to do that.
You don't like it. You're like, ew, I hate country music.
Well,
Ew.
I love salads. Salads are my thing, and it's not because I'm on a diet. I just love salads, like just mix. That's why Chili's, I get that bowl, that Chipotle bowl.
Ooh.
Applebee's, I get that salad bowl. It's really good. I just love the combination of things. But I know, I've realized I am starting to get picky.
You're a very picky eater. There's
My mom-
one thing I won't eat. I won't eat like pickles. That's about it.
I don't eat pickles either.
I only eat the pickles from Chili's though. Like on
I
the
don't eat
burger.
mayonnaise from here.
I don't like mustard either.
Oh, I love mustard. I don't really like ketchup. Only, okay, again, I'm just picky.
Me too.
I don't eat hot
I'm not a
dogs,
ketchup
right?
person. Yeah.
And when we were at my boyfriend's house, his mom made hot dogs,
Yeah.
and that was like the only thing to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I can't say no. Take notes. Don't say no when people offer you food.
I didn't. I ended up
And
eating eventually.
and she was like, oh, do you want me to make it for you? Like, prepare everything. Like, I'll add mayonnaise. I'll add, like, the pico. I'll add everything. I was like, no, it's okay. I can do it. And Christian was hella making fun of me. He was like, bruh, watch. She's going to put just a dot of mayonnaise. Because I hate mayonnaise. Like, just the texture. I was like, just a dot. And I spread it. I'm like, and then, like, just a dot of ketchup. I'm like, sorry, guys. I am starting to get picky as I get older. I eat everything, though. I try everything. I tried cherries. I didn't like it. I tried whipped cream. I don't know. It makes me like feel fat.
Oh, whipped cream. I get this like I don't know if this happens or if it's just me, but like this like coating on the top of your like the roof of your mouth.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the little like slippery.
Yeah, that's gross.
I don't like that.
Do you know how whipped cream is made? It's not that good.
No.
Or remember when I made your cake?
Yeah.
Do you know how much butter it took to make that buttercream frosting?
Are you serious?
Bruh.
How much?
Like 6 butter sticks.
Oh my god.
Like that's low key gross. But that's what people be eating on cupcakes, on cakes.
Holy
Just
shoot.
might as well eat a tub of butter while you're at it. Yeah, it's just butter and sugar. You're welcome.
Oh my god. That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I think it's because I've been trying to eat healthier.
Yeah.
Like, just in general.
So you keep like noticing these things?
Yeah, because I'm also a texture person. Like, I like avocado, but not in pieces. It has to be spread. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I am picky now. Sorry, guys. But I do try everything. I do want to try more foods. It's also because Christian, we always go to the same restaurants. Even with his dad,
Chili's?
with his mom. Like, I love you guys. Thanks for inviting me to go out to eat. But we always go to the same restaurants. We always go to Chili's. We always go to Applebee's. We always go to Buffalo Wild Wings. And I'm just like, I'm used to it now. So it's their fault. Look, it's their fault.
Yeah.
My palate is not restricted. Because now I just be craving those things. I'm like, oh yeah, we'll go. Or we go to Tacos Lopez. Like, let's go get tacos, blah, blah, blah. It's the same thing over and over again.
I don't know why. They're weird like that.
Yeah.
They are. But I hope you love our Mexican culture.
It's actually really good. It's really fun. They're fun or whatever.
She's actually part of my family because she's
Not yet. Not officially.
she's dating my
There ain't no ring.
she's dating my cousin slash brother.
But there's no ring, so it's not official.
But they've been dating for 8 years today.
Today, 8 years.
Officially.
Yeah, so I have to go get ready soon. I wonder what we're gonna do. And I have to go.
Happy Cinco de Mayo
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
and Ligia and Christian anniversary.
Oh yeah.
What is it? Your 8th anniversary?
Yeah, we've been together forever.
Yeah.
People look at me like this.
Ligia's basically a Mexican at this point because they've been together for so long.
Low key, because your culture is very overpowering.
It is. It's contagious.
It really is, and I can't wait to go to Mexico one day
Yeah.
and experience. I haven't been to Mexico, but we'll see. Maybe we'll go.
Maybe after they get engaged, which hopefully.
Yeah, there has to be a ring. This hand's empty.
Please. Because I've been trying to convince Leah to go to Mexico for the longest time. I'm like, friend, we need to go to Mexico.
And I got standards. I can't go below standards.
She swears. She's dating my cousin. That says a lot about her. No, I'm kidding. But I'm like, fingers crossed they get engaged soon so we can all go to Mexico.
I know, low-key, it looks fun. It really does look fun. And it's a different, like, lifestyle, like, where your family's from.
Well, yeah, it is.
So I'm excited to try it.
I heard cows over there.
Yeah.
You see that video? I showed it to you, right?
Yeah, you showed it to me. And like that, I just love to, again, try different things, because for my family's from in Peru, it's a big city and I love it honestly, but I also just like trying new things. So guys, if you take anything from this podcast, try new things
And just be more open to different cultures. I feel like there's just so much hate going around,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like we can't knock one culture off of one person. Does that
Yeah.
make sense? Like, if like a lot of people love to say that Mexicans are criminals because blah 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 XYZ. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. There's
But
bad
it's like-
people everywhere in every
Exactly.
culture.
There's bad people everywhere. You know.
So don't stereotype.
There's not really a bad culture or a bad ethnicity. It's
Mhm.
just bad people.
Yeah.
You know? And that's everywhere. You know, nobody's perfect. No place is perfect. And so we just have to be open to people. We can't judge off of what we hear on the news. Remember, the media feeds us a lot of misinformation and kind of it pits us against one another.
Yeah.
So we just have to be more open.
It really does, especially now, everything going on in the internet. Instead of like going against each other, try to understand one another, because you can't expect someone to understand you if you can't try to understand someone else.
Yeah, and I've tried to be more open and kind of think of like just see two different sides of a story, of why people act the way they do, why people think the way they do, because we can't sit there and put ourselves in their shoes.
Yeah.
We have to think like they think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like we're always so quick to jump and judge somebody, but
Yeah. People
we
come from different backgrounds, different generations. They were brought up differently. So
yeah.
you need to try to understand. Instead of asking what is wrong with that person, ask yourself what happened to that person.
Exactly.
Got that from Oprah.
As the great Oprah once said.
Oprah Winfrey, come on our show.
But, you know, we just have to be open. We have to love thy neighbor.
It's Sunday, so
Happy Sunday.
happy Sunday.
But yeah, I think that's everything, unless you have any questions for me regarding anything we talked about.
No. I think I got everything. But I hope if you guys have any questions, leave them down below. If you have any topics you want us to talk about, let us know. Follow our Instagram. Where can you find us?
You can find us at Giggles&Chisme on Instagram. We're also going to start posting the videos on YouTube.
Yes.
Because I did get a couple of things where like, where is it? Why is it not on YouTube? And I'm like, okay.
I told you, girl. I told you.
I'm just really self-conscious. But
Well, yeah, we're going out of our comfort zone. So you guys go out of your comfort zone. Try new things.
Very much out of my comfort zone. I'm like, maybe not so much hers, but this is out of my comfort zone for sure.
Yeah.
It might be like a little bit out of your comfort zone,
Mhm.
but for me, it's like all the way over there. You know, like, this is a lot, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm happy to be here regardless.
Happy to be here too. Well, I have to go, but we'll see you guys or tomorrow. Monday. Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, just stay tuned for episodes every Monday. Be sure to follow us on our Spotify, and we'll post clips on Instagram and also start uploading on YouTube. So stay tuned for that.
Okay. Bye, guys.